It's more of a discussion.
Yeah, that's true.
All right. Welcome to another episode of GeekastX.
I'm Jake.
I'm Sean, and today we don't have a Brian because he is out and about
Dead.
helping. Yeah, no, he's not dead.
Oh
At
man.
least that we can prove.
Mm,
He's out and about today helping someone.
yeah. Good cause.
Good
He's
cause.
yeah.
All right.
Accepted leave of absence.
Yeah. He called in sick.
Anyway.
Brian called in sick today, even though I saw him jet skiing yesterday. So.
But he was weirdly jet skiing with lots of and like a body cast, like he'd been like shot a bunch of times. So I don't know.
All right. Okay.
Interesting.
All right.
Anyways, guys, some things we need to cover before we get started.
Yes.
Our friendly website, and I don't know how you would put this, but they
Oh, alright, so,
their...
here, I'll do it.
Go ahead.
I got you covered. Our friends over at nerdoverload.com were happy, or rather gracious enough to allow us to use them as like a mother or like a host site for our podcast. So, if you're looking for a website to check out the podcast, you go over to nerdoverload.com/GeekastX. And then
Yes.
for more updates and stuff, like we always post the podcast on iTunes and YouTube, and we usually post like whenever we do put up a new episode, you can get like access to that via facebook.com/thegeekazoid official. And then Jake is on Twitter if you ever want to be a guest or something like that. Feel free to contact him on Twitter. You can contact us on, or like message us on Facebook. We always get those messages. We like to talk and stuff. So yeah, just if you ever want to be a guest, let us know.
Thank you. You can follow me at Twitter at @SteakJake. Yes, we really appreciate Nerd Overload and their generosity towards us. So please, if you need to catch up on any of the latest news, anything comic book, superhero related, they always have the scoop.
Yeah,
Check them out.
They have scoops. They also like have like cool things like reviews. They used to have like do-it-yourself things like for cosplay and whatnot.
Yeah, and they have a multitude of good writers. So
yeah. Also, they also have their own.
Very impressive.
Sorry, go ahead. No, well, they also have their own podcast there too.
Yeah, give them a look, guys. Give them a look. Fucking great.
Oh, they're also on Facebook. So go ahead and head over to their Facebook page. Give them a like. Head over to their YouTube. I think it's Nerd Overload TV. And go ahead and subscribe there, as well as GeekastX YouTube channel.
Thank you. Great.
All right.
Anyways, guys, we had some just recently my latest obsession that I'll go ahead and talk about. Sean can't seem to share the obsession with me, but
and I think you think it's because it's Batman, but I'm letting you know now, it's because it's the genre of the game.
Anyways, guys, I'm not much of a gamer. That is again something you can probably check out a little better on nerdoverload.com if you're interested in some gaming. I'm not much of a gamer, but I am a huge Batman fan, and our savior, hallowed be thy name. Anyways, I just bought Lego Batman 3, Beyond Gotham. Yeah, and it sure is Beyond Gotham. You're not in Gotham City for more than 2 minutes, but visually, it's beautiful. I mean, the amount of characters and the stuff that they can do, and just the trueness to the comics. Right now, where I'm at in the video game, I'm inside of Brainiac's ship. And for anyone that's ever read Crisis on Infinite Earths, you see Brainiac's like skull ship that has tentacles coming out of it. And
oh, cool.
Yeah, and I'm inside of that right now. Lots of fun.
Oh, you mean like with the Legion of Doom, like in the old?
No. This is This would be like Brainiac's spaceship. Like the spaceship is Brainiac, you know?
I know,
And
but remember in the Super Friends, it crashes into the swamp and they turn it into the hideout for the Legion of Doom?
I
Damn it, Jake,
don't.
I'll just send you a picture. Hold on. Go on, go on. Go on.
It's not their swamp fortress that like comes out of the swamp. It's not the same thing. It might. Well, okay. I don't know the specifics on that. I mean, I wasn't alive in the 70s, so um, it does not look the same as the Legion of Doom headquarters, but it looks just like Brainiac's spaceship from Crisis on Infinite Earths. Um, and it is absolutely identical. The inside's way bigger than they ever showed you in that comic book. But I mean, there's other stuff like I just recently got off of. I was before Brainiac ship. I was on the Justice League of America Watchtower satellite. That was pretty sweet. Like the second, and this really isn't spoiling anything because I'm less than 10% through the game, but like the second boss that you fight in the game is Batman. Like it is a game that is just it mixes things up. I mean, it's got the typical Lego like little puzzles and you have to build stuff, of course.
No, dude,
It's a lot of
that's totally what turns into the headquarters for the Legion of Doom. It's different because they modernized it.
I mean, and that's fine. That's fine. It's cool. You know, there's different versions of everything. It is a fun game. I will say that. And I, as much as we've in the past criticized the new 52 and said, you know, things that are just, we're like, you know, everybody's kind of, you know, change is different and, you know, everybody's adjusting to the new comic style with the new 52.
Mm-hmm.
This game has all of the characters except for Tim Drake, who is Robin in this game. Everybody is just about, like, in their new 52 costumes. And they look good in the game. The game is visually appealing.
Oh,
And
are they gonna
it's just a
cover
good.
Flashpoint? Do they do Flashpoint?
Um, I don't think that they have it in the game. I haven't read anything. Like I said, I feel like I'm still very early on in the game, even in the story mode.
Do they have alternate costumes?
Ultimate, like or
Alternate.
oh, oh yeah, Jesus, yeah. You're exposed to that very early on in the game. Batman and Robin have multiple costumes. Um, the Joker has multiple costumes. A character that's a real treat to play with, if you ask me, is Cyborg. Real fun character. He has multiple costumes right off the bat. I have all of his costumes now, and they're all pretty fun. Um, there are alternate playable characters. I mean, there's so many. I mean, I've heard that you can play 150 plus, um, and that's definitely true. The character that the playable, I think they are different characters. I want to get the Batman 66, but the one that I want the absolute most is the
Conan O'Brien.
no, yeah, no. I do want the Kevin Smith one a lot. That would be fun. I love me some Kevin Smith. Um, but I want the Darkest Night Batman, and that's Batman with the Green Lantern ring, and I'm like, yes.
Isn't it? Okay. Are you
See,
sure?
the whole basis.
Is it Blackest Night?
They call it Darkest Night
Okay.
in the game, so whatever. He
Wait,
looks
dude,
awesome.
you can play as Man of Steel, Superman,
Yeah, I believe so.
and Jor-El. That's cool. You can play as Adam West.
You can play as Adam West. You can play, dude. You can play as Gray Ghost Adam West.
There's Batman Beyond.
What? All right, another character that I want to get. I want to get the composite Superman, which
Oh,
is
really? Yeah, yeah.
yes. Anybody who knows that one, that's Superman and Batman put together. And I'm on I'm on Lego wikia.com/wiki/Lego all caps underscore Batman underscore 3
Oh,
Beyond
it
Gotham.
looks like they have Jeff. It's Jeff Johns, right?
And you can play as Jim Lee too. Play as Deathstroke. You can play as Felicity
I was gonna say,
motherfucking Smoke.
I was gonna
Like,
say, can't you,
what?
Stephen Amell?
And Stephen Amell is Arrow. You can play as Arrow. You can play as Grayson. You can play as fucking Daffy Duck with the Green Lantern ring.
Oh my gosh, that's an old one. Man,
Yep,
they threw
that's
everything in
what's
there.
up. You can play as the Joker disguised as Batman.
He plays Crypto.
Yep. You can play as Ace the Bat Hound.
Oh,
You can play
Bane.
you can play as Kyle Rayner with the White Lantern ring. I don't think they have him as a Green Lantern ring. He plays the Mad Hatter, Man Bat. Like, come on. The list just goes on and
Scarecrow.
on.
Can you play as Mixus Pitlick?
Yep. I think you might be able to play as two versions and mix his Fiddlick.
You can play as the Dark Knight Returns Batman. Dude, he is buff.
Yeah.
Look at how buff this guy is. Wow.
Right? They have giant characters, so that'd be the giant Batman.
Yeah.
I do not see that one on here.
Here, I'll send you a picture.
Or I'm on a guys, like I said, I'm on a link and like the scroll bar because it's all one column as a list of them, and it shows their abilities and their weapons and stuff. Again, guys, I highly recommend this to anybody who wants to play. You just want some fun game like this.
Oh yeah. So just for the record, the reason I don't like it is because all the Lego games that I've played in the past, I wasn't a fan of. It's not because it's Batman, it's because it's Lego.
Yeah, Sean still likes Batman. You can play as Vibe.
That's neat. Can you play as Grant Gustin's Flash?
I don't think so.
Bitches.
You can play as Bane from The Dark Knight Rises. Okay, so I'm looking at the Batman The Dark Knight trilogy picture of him, and he just looks like it's all the armor except his costume's gray.
I know, yeah. I've seen even the figures like that, the little toy.
Really?
It's weird, I know.
Huh.
You want it to be like all black?
When I bought the game, I went to Walmart, and of course, like, they only had, like, this box, like, the box version, their box version, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I was just kind of like, alright. And that was the only one there that they had. And it was just the normal price of a video game, and it came with a, Lego Batman tumbler. And I'm like, oh, neat. But there's no little Batman figurine, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that. I mean, it is a little darker gray, I guess, but like it would have been more true if it had just been all black. You can play as the Batman Beyond.
I mentioned that already, I believe.
Oh, I'm sorry. You can play as first appearance.
Can you play as the Arkham City Batman too?
I don't see that one. Maybe. There's so many, man. You can play as Sinestro Corpse Batman. That'd be pretty sweet. These are all downloadables, I believe. So I probably will not have them for a while.
Right, yeah.
Gosh, the Batman.
Alright.
The Dark Knight one was great.
Next?
Anyways, moving on.
Yeah, right. What's next on the list? We've been talking a while.
Oh, Arrow and Flash were on TV Guide this week for
the crossover?
Crossover, yep, which will happen December 2nd. It'll be okay, so it's on both their shows, and I like how they're doing it, man. It's like some old Batman style, the way that they're doing it. Tuesday and Wednesday, bro. Like same bat time, same bat channel. 8 o'clock December 2nd on the Flash is it's the Flash versus Arrow.
Oh really? Why are they fighting?
Who knows? I'm down for it though.
Oh, they're probably fighting over Felicity.
Ooh, that would be neat. I mean, all I'm saying is it's probably Oliver being like kind of PMSing, and the Flash is like, I don't want to hurt you, man, but and then Arrow just keeps fighting him, you know.
Yeah,
Anyway,
did you see the picture that
yeah, of them like gotten
no,
him in a headlock and stuff.
yeah, I'm on Facebook right now. I was gonna say Arrow, the Arrow Facebook page just posted a picture of Brendan Routh as Ray Palmer, and the
Mhm.
caption says Ray Palmer is about to give Oliver a run for his money. Hashtag Arrow all new tomorrow, and he's working out, but he is doing the salmon bar.
Brandon Rout.
Yeah,
What?
yeah. Do you want a link?
I'm good. I'll look it up. That's crazy, guys. Damn. I really liked the Easter egg last week on Arrow where
What Easter egg?
there was an. I mean, it's a sly one. But, anyways,
Does it have to
um,
do with a certain type of arrow?
we'll get to that in a minute.
Okay.
We'll get to
Alright.
that in a minute. This is a different one. Anyways, Ray Palmer gives Felicity Smoke's mother a watch.
Oh
And
yeah.
he says, yeah, basically replace, he asks her later, how's that watch working out? And she's like, oh, it's great. And he's like, yeah, it basically replaces your computer. And it's a watch that replaces a computer. And it's like something that's been miniaturized, just like the atom. So I
Yeah.
thought that was pretty neat.
So Ray Palmer shrinking technology, literally
Mm.
and figuratively.
Yeah, right. I think it's funny on that TV guide
I haven't seen the
picture.
pictures.
Oh no, it's on. You guys can check that out at superherohype.com. That's where I checked it out at.
Oh whoa!
Uh,
Don't plug other websites.
hey man, maybe they'll plug us back.
Yeah right.
Uh,
I'm just kidding. I don't care.
anyways,
Oh there he is.
Aaron's not wearing. Dude, Stephen Amell's not wearing any green makeup under the mask, and it kind of looks cheesy. Like, just like, be a lot more intense if you had that little makeup on. Just add that touch. Just, I don't know, because he's looking like straight at you, and it's just like,
Let me see it. Let me see it. Let me see it. One of my favorite things was that teaser. It was a little cheesy, but it was good though. When he shoots the arrow and Flash runs and catches it.
yeah.
Okay, what do we got? What do
Oh,
we
it
got?
was cool.
Oh, I see. Oh, that's not too bad because the eye holes are like really small. But I guess it does look a little, you know.
Untouched.
I wonder if taking that picture was odd. Like, all right, Grant, can I get your head a little closer to Steven? Steven, can you come in a little more? Okay. All right, no, don't kiss yet. All right, okay, that's good. Like,
Uh,
I do like how it says holiday preview and it goes right behind a lightning bolt. That looks cool.
mm-hmm. It's cool that'll be in December. God, December's so close.
Yep, it's gonna be awesome.
It's like yesterday was summertime.
Is it gonna
Um,
wait, whoa. Is it gonna be the same episode?
what? No. December 2nd on. That's what I was saying, man. Tuesday to Wednesday. Same bat time, same bat channel.
But I
We're
mean,
doing it like
but Tuesday and Wednesday, is it gonna be the same
the
episode?
first episode is. No. The first episode on Wednesday
Mm,
is Flash versus Arrow,
okay, and
right?
then the next is gonna be Arrow versus Flash.
Wednesday is. No. Wednesday is The Brave and the Bold.
Oh, okay, I got you now.
Yeah, like they're doing a two-part episode, and it's going to continue within each of their continuities. You know,
Well, I mean,
they
they've done
play
that.
off each other.
They've been doing that this whole season. Like, remember, like on Arrow, Felicity's like, "Hey, I'm gonna go visit Barry." Next episode, the Flash,
She's
Felicity's
gone.
there.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I just thought of something funny. I'm gonna take that picture and post it, but I'm gonna turn it into a meme.
Hey man,
Hail Hydra.
Hail Hydra. Uh, man, I'm not. I guess Marvel this week released like visual map of the movies that they're coming out with.
Yeah, they keep doing that. Yeah, I saw what you're talking about. Is that where you are right now?
What? No, I haven't looked it up, but I'm, I'm preoccupied right at the moment. I'm alright with I'm alright without some Marvel for the time being.
Right.
Really, like, hardcore been listening to, in an effort to help our podcast
Mhm.
grow. I started listening to Kevin Smith's podcast, Fat Man on Batman, and I've started listening to it out of enjoyment. And I don't know, it's just begun to expand my mind a little bit. I like it. Currently listening to an old one, Scott Snyder,
Mhm.
his Scott Snyder interview, and that dude's just like, it's, I don't know, the way he just speaks, and it's just like, like you're a really cool guy, you know. It's like, it's kind of funny. Yeah, I was mentioning he's kind of a city guy, you know, and he was terrified of driving, like, because he had, when he got a job writing comics, he had to drive for like the first time,
Mhm.
and he was like 22 or something, had to get his driver's license, and he'd never driven a car. He'd take subway, walk, you know.
Yep.
It's like interesting.
That is pretty funny.
Yeah.
A little surprising too.
Mm-hmm. Do we want to move on and talk about? So we got into the Flash and Arrow, and talk a little bit about last week's episodes.
Sure. Yeah. Let's do that.
Um, Flash, we saw, I believe, last week's episode was the episode with Plastique. Is that correct?
Of the Flash. No.
No, that isn't. That's 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. Last week's
Was,
episode was the one with Plastique, and she's this chick who can explode, and she's kind of
wait,
like Gambit. What?
it was last week's episode.
No, Felicity was not on last week's episode.
No, 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 no. Last week was Plastique.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh, did you think I said Felicity?
yeah.
Oops. Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We're talking about the same thing. Keep go on.
All
What the
right, so
fuck,
yeah,
man?
there's this
Sorry.
chick, Plastique,
Fucking
basically
Saturday,
has
guys.
the
Sorry.
same powers of like as Gambit from the X-Men. She touches stuff and it becomes a bomb that explodes or whatever. It doesn't like become a bomb, but like she transfers kinetic energy to it, yada yada yada. And
Yes.
only she can't control it like he can. It just fires whenever. So it's kind of like if Rogue and Gambit had a baby. Anything she touches,
Yup.
then blows up.
That's a good way
And
to put it.
they had this really cool scene where Barry runs up and is, "Hey, you're gonna have to come with me or whatever," and or something like you're gonna something corny like turn yourself in. Anyway, she goes to push him away and touches the emblem on the suit, and they do the little graphic where it like charges and looks like purple or whatever, because that's like signifying that that's gonna blow up. So he's like, "Oh crap!" and he runs away. And the suit blows up. He vibrates out of the suit as it blows up. So that's a
Uh,
cool little feature.
that
They,
was neat. There was another. I actually really enjoyed that episode of The
yeah,
Flash.
oh yeah, he's done 3 different things that are like from the comic that hit with his powers, like expanding them. So like throughout the show he's been like running fast, right? Cool. And
Yeah, I like
now
it
we
when they.
learn now that he can vibrate his vocal cords. He can vibrate his face so people can't tell who he is. Um, that's kind of cool. That's one of my favorite things that they're doing. He can run up buildings. He can
He can run on
he
water.
can run on water. Yeah.
That puts you with some
And
interesting.
he can vibrate out of his costume too.
Mm-hmm.
Which means soon he might be able to vibrate into his costume. So I condense it and put it in a ring. Bam.
Yes.
I feel like
I would
that's
also like to note with that episode. Now, all right, we're introduced to a new character in that episode as in addition to Plastique, and that is General Isley.
played by.
Gosh, I forget his name, but I know who he is.
It doesn't matter.
Oh,
It's the
there he
guy who
is.
does the voice of Lex Luthor on the animated series of
Fuck.
Superman.
Yes, he does. Oh,
He,
he does the voice of Lex Luthor in Lego Batman too.
really, he's also in Shawshank Redemption. He's the guard. He's all like, "I better not hear a mouse
Great
fart."
actor. Great actor. Anyways, his character is somebody who he is very threatened by the metahuman community. And in the comics, he turns himself into a monster so he can fight them.
Kind of like
And,
Abomination.
huh?
Kind of like Abomination.
Yeah. A lot like Abomination. But yeah, I mean, he becomes a real threat for sure. So that's some interesting shit that could happen on the Flash.
I know I don't know if you saw in the trailer on the last episode of Arrow, but there's a dude on the ground with a boomerang in his chest. So we got Captain Boomerang coming down the pipe. How cool is that?
That would be neat.
And then they teased Grodd. How cool is that? Like
Right.
they show like a flashback 5 years ago, which is when Ollie was on the island, and he's talking to the general dude, and the dude was basically saying like, yada yada yada. We have to something about research, with mind control or something, and then is it doctor or professor? I don't know. Harrison Wells is all like, "No, man, I won't stand by and let that cruelty happen." And then they basically go to the cage, and he goes, "Hey, we have a different future in mind for you." And I thought it was gonna cut there, where him just looking at the cage, but then they swing the camera around, and you see the gorilla like in the distance, and then he walks up to the screen, so you see the gorilla's face. You're like, "Oh, it's Grodd! Yeah!"
Right. I'm excited to see Grodd.
Hell yeah!
It's like
That was almost as big as that Easter egg they had on Arrow. That I'm sure everybody's been waiting for forever.
right. Uh basically all of last week's Arrow episode can be summed up in
2 words. No,
three
hold on.
words.
2 words. No,
Three
hold on.
words.
3 words. Yeah, I wasn't sure if that was a contraction or not.
Ooh, interesting. Yeah, I see your point. But anyway, last week's Arrow episode can be summed up in 3 words. Boxing glove arrow.
BAM! There it is. Oh my
Yes!
gosh, how long have you been waiting for that?
Like,
All
I
my
mean-
life. Since it started.
yeah, pretty much. And it was good too, man.
The way they did it
Boxing
was so
glove,
ingenious.
Ted Grant in the face, like, fuck yeah.
See, I was because someone posted it online and ruined the surprise for me, so it wasn't as cool as I wanted it to be. But that's not the point. We won't talk about that anymore. But I was sitting there thinking like, how did you do it? And I was hoping it would be like the comic or like in the cartoon where like it is the arrow and when he shoots it, it pops open and becomes the glove. But the way they did it was ingenious. The first time I watched it, I'm like, whoa, dude, because I watched you bet your sweet ass I watched it more than one time. The first time I watched it, I'm like, whoa, did he do that on purpose? Because if he didn't, that would have been a kill shot. Because the first time I saw it, I didn't realize that he deliberately did this flip thing and put it in there.
That was sweet. It was just, dude, it was totally practical. It was totally awesome. Like, yes.
Yeah,
and
oh
it
my
was
gosh.
just like
Amazing.
at the end of a cool fight scene. Like,
it's like I had one of those nerd moments where you see like an iconic thing from a comic book and they bring it to life and it's practical and it works. and like it looks
Yeah,
amazing. It looks better than you expected it to. That thing when you're like your eyes light up and like you're smiling from ear to ear, and you probably look like you're like a total idiot, kind of
yeah,
dweeb.
yeah, yep. I mean, dude,
Like
for
it's
those of you
it,
who
it
don't know the history of the boxing glove arrow, it comes from one of the a great time in Arrow history, period,
mhm,
and Green Lantern history, and it comes from this time where, well, honestly, I'm sure they had it long before this.
mhm.
I'm sure they had I'm sure they had the boxing glove arrow in the original Green Arrow comics. I'm positive. I'm sure they had it somewhere.
Can you look that
But
up?
um, I can in a moment. But anyways, to elaborate on the history, it really didn't become like a noticed like joke until one of the great times for Green Arrow, and that's the Dennis O'Neil and Neil Adams run. You know, if you've ever read that, that's a good time for those characters, and it didn't become much of a joke until then. And then they go on to explain it later. There's a time where Kyle Rayner asks Oliver Queen. He says, "So what's up with the boxing glove, man?" Because Green Lantern had been known to hit people with the boxing glove,
Uh huh.
and
Oh,
Oliver
I thought he
says to
just
him,
uses a fist.
he might, but still, like no, I'm pretty sure he uses a boxing glove.
All
I
right, okay.
can, I
I'm
can.
I'm not questioning it. I just thought every
I'm
time
sure
I
he
always
uses a fist too. You know,
yeah
like
he uses whatever he wants because he's the Green Lantern.
exactly. But Kyle Rayner asks him about it, and he replies, when Hal and I were really good friends, we used to sit. I think he refers to him as his best friend, but he was like, we used to watch the fights a lot together, and he's like, we make chili and stuff and watch the fights and hang out, and it was just something that we enjoyed doing as friends, and then there's this whole moment after that where like Oliver Queen's like, you're wearing the emblem of like my dead best friend to Kyle Rayner, and
Uh,
then that's when Kyle Rayner's like, my first day on the job, like my first week, my girlfriend got like smashed in a refrigerator. And it's
oh.
like, yeah, and it's like a pivotal moment,
Yeah,
So
yeah.
there's a good rich history with the boxing glove arrow, for sure. And it's very, for a Green Arrow fan, it was very, I don't know, it was a damn good Easter egg. It was
Yeah,
a
dude.
fucking great Easter egg. Seriously, it is, and they did it, at a time where the show's been successful. It's been good.
I feel
They
like, all
just
right, I don't know if you've heard this, but they for the first and second season, they were trying to slip the boxing glove arrow in there for the longest time. They couldn't think of a way to do it logically. I feel like they just added Ted Grant to this season so that they could do that. So now that they've done that and like they acknowledge that he was Wildcat, the vigilante, I feel like he's not going to be on again. Like, okay, boxing glove arrow done. Next.
right, right.
Although they gotta show Laurel in her new costume. We posted pictures of those on geekazooid.com.
Yeah,
Hell
yeah,
yeah, dude, we got another like.
yeah, dude. Guys, I have to confess. Um, I realized that my own like personal self had not liked the page until probably like we were at like 340 likes.
Are you serious?
Yeah, like I didn't, I had no idea. I'd never done it.
You
I don't know how that even happened. You
don't
know.
like your own something you're part of and contribute to. You don't even like it. Oh yeah, you know what? I invited you. I remember. I'm like, that's weird. Why doesn't Jake like his own page?
I know. I'm just like, and I've. It's funny because I've jokingly called people out. I'm like, yo, why don't you like my page? You know,
Right?
and they will. You know,
And then wait, they're probably looking like, dude, you don't even like your own page. Why should I like it?
right. Yeah, we just. Oh man, it's good. We're getting
Yeah!
there.
Yahoo! Wibbly wobbly minute. Time for a Doctor Who wibbly wobbly minute. Okay, what's next?
Guys, we have to let you know what's upcoming in the next few casts. We're expecting some new guests. One of which hoping to collaborate with Overload. We do plan on doing another crossover event, but we're gonna have a close personal friend of mine on. His name's Sammy Dodge. You can follow him on Twitter at Sammy Dodge Rocks, and he is the lead singer um, of a band, and the band's name is the Up All Nights. And my next door neighbor, who I knew before Sam, he's brothers. He's Sam's younger brother, excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, they have a band. It's Sam, Jack, and Jack's twin brother Tom, and yeah, they're great. And Sam is a very avid. He is very deceptively geek. We will put it that way. I mean, he's kind of a rock star looking motherfucker, but he has a very rich geek side and very opinionated as well, but not without the knowledge to back the opinions. And very avid Superman fan. We're hoping to do a cast, maybe like kind of a two-parter with him.
Yeah, like a debate.
Yeah, we're hoping to do a Batman Superman debate. So we'll hope you guys will catch that. Sam and Sean versus Brian and Jake. I'm not worried at all. I will go ahead and start the trash talk.
I was gonna say, I don't feel worried
I'm
at all.
not. You guys are fucking going down. That's all I'm gonna say. But
We're going
honestly,
down
I don't
like.
even need Brian. Like, I will take you both on. I'm not lying.
Wait, we're gonna
I
go.
will be prepared.
Damn it, Jake! Stop interrupting. We're going down like Bruce Wayne's parents in an alley.
Yes. You guys are. I'm gonna be like on my knees, and you guys laying like perpendicular to me. You know, so it'll just be. Sorry about that, but you know. Anyways, we'd like to interview Sam a little bit, and as well, he's got a great band. If you ever catch them, they are a great show. Live
What kind of music do they play?
They do a lot of rock. I could compare them to bands like maybe like Shinedown.
Let's go back.
They're rock. Maybe some old school rock. They're good. I mean, I'm just saying they're good. I saw them in Mansfield. I tried to see them at Comfest in Columbus, but it got
Wait, dude,
rained
you were
out.
in Mansfield and you didn't come say hi to me?
Yeah. I'm sorry.
You sick.
I did not drive that night.
Alright, okay.
Because we
That's
all
it.
we all went.
You're
in a group.
forgiven. You're forgiven. I'm just saying.
You know what I
that,
mean?
Yeah.
Like we drove like in a group of 5. Like we were only there for like the 3 hours that was the show, and then we drove back home. Jack and I are next door neighbors, you know, so it's like we're automatically carpooling.
Mhm.
But yeah, they're a great show. We'll definitely ask questions about that. The other guests we're looking forward to, some of our friends at Nerd Overload. I'm absolutely positive that we're able to do another interview with another Sam. Sam from Nerd Overload. I'm positive on that. I don't know about the other guys yet, but definitely we've got some extra dosage of Sam coming up.
Yeah, definitely.
Um,
Sam Overload.
Sam Overload. Right. So, well, we'll be hoping for some more guests to come on, and if anybody's interested, you can message us on Facebook at facebook.com/thegeekazordofficial, or you can find me on Twitter at allstake.jake,
Right.
whatever's convenient.
And check us
So,
out and subscribe to our iTunes and subscribe to our YouTube page.
yes, definitely. Definitely. So, hmm. Well, I'm ready to call that a wrap if you are.
Alright,
So,
we'll catch you next time, geeks.
alright, take it easy, fellas.
Alright, well, I guess we can wait till the next episode to talk about the upcoming webcomic.